The She's Crafty podcast is brought to you by Busted Sandal Brewing Company.
You can now find their 210 Ale and Slippery Rock IPA in cans throughout San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin.
Head over to BustedSandalBrewing.com/can locator to find a location today.
Shut up and sit down.
But you gotta make love to it.
We gotta hold it.
Oh shit! You want to throw some rhymes down?
Do we have to hold it?
that was nice.
I was about to get
You don't have to hold
excited.
it, squeeze it.
I just don't hold mics very often.
You don't have to. You don't have to give it a handy. Just put it here. Yeah, you're too aggressive.
Yeah, welcome to episode 18 of the Beatbox Podcast.
What?
Right on.
Nope.
Oh, that was a little gorillas in the mist. Just a
I know,
smidge.
a little bit. Yeah, that's fine.
Just a little bit. It's fine.
So today we are at Big Hops
We are
in San Antonio off of Heebner.
That's right.
And this was one of a few locations we could be at because they're about to open up another location.
Hells yeah.
Right in our backyard.
Right next to my house.
Yeah.
I don't even have to get in my car.
This is going to be super convenient.
Yeah.
I think
Be
I'm going to buy
ready.
a bike just for that purpose.
Yeah.
Can I rent a room
One
in
with
the
like
back?
a wheelbarrow on it or some kind of huge basket where you can put other people in it and carry your growlers.
Oh, like a
on.
sidecar.
We could Uber with a wheelbarrow.
I would love a bicycle with a sidecar.
I want to be in a sidecar.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I'll drive it.
I don't
Yes.
want to be a side bitch, but I just want to go in a side
I was
car.
about to say, I'm not
Yeah.
riding
No,
bitch,
I don't
but
want
I'll
to
drive
be.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to be a side bitch because clearly I'm not a side bitch.
Well,
But-
how rich is he?
Well,
You know.
we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
But I just think it'd be fun to not have to do any work, but still get the experience.
I like
you know
that.
What I mean?
Exactly.
Like sex.
I like that.
There you go. Nice.
Just lay there. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of just laying there, I want to introduce our first guest. We are having, I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't lay there. I'm sure you put a lot of work
Oh.
into it. Rob Martindale from Big Hops. Say hello.
Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Thanks for being on the She's Crafty podcast.
You're welcome. I'm stoked.
Awesome.
Thank you for the delicious beer, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Also, we have Jeremy Banas here, co-author of San Antonio Beer, our frequent guest, because we're going to do a little book club today, too. Which
Yes,
is
we are.
exciting. We're going to delve into chapter 2.
Yes, we are. Chapter 2 in the Manger Hotel.
We're going to
Yes.
get lit.
We're gonna-
Holy cow. I
And
didn't
then-
know it was a book club.
Get
either.
lit.
It's a book club meeting, but we are just going to lie there and read while it happens.
See, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's
yeah.
the best. We don't have to do
well,
much
I usually
work.
make like a mental grocery list.
Yeah, I used to read.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
I'm
That'll be
sure.
fun.
I'm sure your wife really enjoyed that ride.
It potentially could be why I'm not married. So
Well, okay.
anymore.
Now we know.
She
Now we
enjoyed
know.
that ride. It seems like her job was a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's reversed.
Quickly going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Welcome. This
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We live in the rabbit hole.
is where we are.
Oh, today was very interesting for me.
Okay.
I did not know if I was going to make it to the podcast or if I was going to be in jail and ask you to bail me out.
Okay, because I know how to do that. We've already discussed that.
Do you think Chick-fil-A arrests people for stealing kids' meals?
Will they arrest you, or will they just like put you in a little room, or they'll make you pray for a while?
Probably.
Which is worse?
On a Sunday.
I guess it
with no
depends who you're
chicken.
in the cell with, right?
Yeah.
They make you go on and gay bash. Yeah. They're just like, can you go online and just like taunt gay people? Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. No. So I had my wallet, but it was my wallet that I was using at another time, and I hadn't switched everything over because my old one busted.
Okay.
And so I realized I had my license in there, and I had all these other things, but I didn't have my bank card.
Okay.
And I was so starving.
But don't you just usually have like a wad of ones?
Yeah, I'd spent them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up. So I was like looking around the car and I found a Chick-fil-A gift card for one of my kids. It was for a kid's meal and they're
Okay.
not in the car.
Scotty,
They're
go
not
ahead
going to
and
know.
get a bunch of ones out real quick.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh,
Just
wait.
in case.
No. What time is it?
Turn the lights down a little bit.
Yeah, Jeremy is
Guys,
wearing
we
a
don't.
glow-in-the-dark
That doesn't.
bikini.
It's not even 4.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, it's too
It's not
early.
even 4.
All right.
And I
Jeremy
forgot
only
to
dances
wax.
at 4:15. Oh, that's perfect. That's
4:20.
That's good.
Yes.
It's very throwback.
Yeah.
So I go through the drive-through line. I tell her I have a free kids meal. And so I'm like pulling up, and she gives me the kids' meal, and I put it in the passenger seat.
You forgot to give her the coupon.
No,
Hand it down.
I handed her the coupon, and then she goes, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry, this expired December 31st."
Wahoo!
And you were like, too bad I already got it. And you kept driving.
I said,
That's what I would do.
I said like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I said, "I forgot my card," and I just drove off because I forgot I'd already put the meal in the front seat.
So you literally did steal from Chick-fil-A.
I took it back because I'm
took it
neurotic.
back.
I did a Yui,
Okay.
turned back into the parking lot, walked inside, handed it to the manager. At that moment, though, I think my whole my expectations changed. I said, I'm the person who's turning around and bringing back a kid's meal. Mm-hmm. They're going to tell me to just keep
Take it. Just
they
keep
can't
it.
resell it.
Right.
Like, as the owner of a business,
Let me guess.
they said, thank you for being honest. See you soon.
And took it back.
the kids' meal from me.
They did?
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll
minute.
teach you.
That little bitch is eating it right now. That's what it is.
So they
Somebody got a
Like-
somebody got a 6-piece nugget.
Yes.
so they
Yeah.
out-brandied Brandi.
They
Yeah.
out-Brandied
Wow.
you.
Yeah.
Brandy done it again.
Done it again.
She called her boyfriend immediately. Come on, we got free lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I know that I didn't have the correct. I just feel like the expectations changed after that, and then I was disappointed that they didn't just give it to me.
I think the lesson here is that you should have just kept driving.
The lesson here is that I should have been a fucking adult and brought my bank card and my credit card and not searched around my car like a vagrant.
I've
for
done that
meals.
before, but was it a female or?
It was a guy.
Oh, it was a guy.
It was a guy.
Because I've done that before, and the guy was like, don't worry about it. Like,
No.
It's fine. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
An old guy or a young guy?
Like 30s.
There's well, his life is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Guy in
worry
his
about it.
30s.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch, and he's going to get it for keeping that kid's meal.
Maybe he got
real.
salmonella from those nuggets.
No, think about it in the positive. Turn it to the pause and understand that.
That I'm not gonna
karma,
gain weight?
You'll get it
Oh.
back.
Yeah.
He won't.
Oh,
Less
yeah.
carbs.
Something great will happen
Yes.
to you.
Yep.
Something great has already happened.
You
I got
might even get a
beer.
free beer this
Oh, yeah.
afternoon.
Oh.
You never know.
That's true.
See?
That's true.
There you go.
So anytime we accidentally thieve from a fast food joint, can we call a pull and a Brandy? Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Oh,
Well,
good.
now I know
Brandy.
I'm not going back in. That's for
I
damn
think
sure.
that was my
I'm
yeah.
just
Fuck
hammer down
that.
on
Yeah.
the gas.
You should have
and
done
roll
it
out.
college style and just been like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Take
with
that.
Rob.
Wahoo.
Yeah.
That's what we did in
It's like-
high school.
it's like spring
Wahoo.
break.
We're
I
outta
was
here.
oh no, my mind was already
break.
churning. I was
Five
like,
gallons,
they've got
man.
my license plate number. They're calling the cops about the kids' meal.
Over the $3
My kids
kids'
are going to
meal?
see this on the news.
They're
We
probably
have
like,
a Suburban
Hey.
in North Side San Antonio
yeah.
running from the cops right now.
She's got 4 chicken nuggets.
Pretty sure there's at
has
least.
it has one of those family
could be less
stickers on
by
the
this
back.
point, but 4 chicken nuggets and waffle fries.
Yeah.
Get the superchargers out, boys. The Prius is speeding up.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed, there's no lettuce and tomato on that sandwich though.
I
it's
didn't
kids' meal.
even eat a fry. Like
See, I'd have started
I would have
munching
at
down
least took a
already.
nibble down on
Yeah.
something.
I'd
Yeah,
have
that's the
started
first thing
eating
I
it.
do when I
Yeah.
get fast food is I go in for a fry.
Yeah.
You walk in with a bag or you have a,
Oh,
would you
you
like the
guys,
fries?
I'm
Yeah,
really
you
sorry.
said the coupon wasn't good.
I'm gonna give it back to you. Can I get some honey mustard with this though? Thanks.
Yeah, it's kind of like grabbing some of your friends' food and them saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you lick it, and they can't take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the alternative, you could have paid.
I could have, but I didn't have any other.
didn't have her money
The
with
only
her.
reason I went to Chick-fil-A is because I found that gift certificate
Okay, all right.
that my kids got for like a honor roll or something.
Yeah.
This is a terrible story.
Well,
Wow.
expired anyway.
So you
Terrible.
took your
Yeah.
kid's expired coupon
Yep.
for his good grade or her
Side
good,
note,
good grades.
like-
Wow,
Yep.
Nice.
awesome.
Is there anything
Nice.
more infuriating than like
Your kid
going
was at school,
through
too,
Chick-fil-A
that's
and then you get home
Well, you know, what
and
they
you're
don't know.
missing parts of
Congratulations,
your
Junior.
meal?
You bought me lunch today.
Like,
Oh,
there's nothing
yeah.
more infuriating to me. Like one time I went and they have like those chocolate chunk cookies that are so delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
And I ordered like 3 of them.
Yes.
Right? And all I'm thinking about on the way home is I can't wait to get through this chicken sandwich so I can get to that cookie.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I never order the cookies there, but they're so good. And then I get home and there are no fucking cookies in there. And like you should never catch me right before that time of the month because I was
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Chick-fil-A.
Was it the
like,
Selma one? Because that's where I was today.
It's Blanco at Blanco and 1604. Shout out right by my house.
Wait a minute.
But it was horrible. And then you
That's
have to
why I
drive
saw
all the way
your
back.
picture
and
up there behind the counter.
There's nothing more,
explains
like
it.
nothing
Yeah.
makes me more angry.
I just get pissed off that they don't put anything on the sandwich except chicken and bread.
It's lazy.
And a pickle.
It's
Yeah.
lazy.
I'm like, I can't even get some kind of condiments on there.
Well, they
I mean,
sell like the
nothing.
deluxe one, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want
Side.
cheese on there. That's gross.
That's what I should have done on the
Cheese
way
on a
out.
chicken.
Just grabbed a
kinda
bunch of
weird.
like Polynesian sauce and the mince and just been like, fuck you, I'm taking that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm taking all the fucking honey mustard with me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That would be amazing. I would love it if you would just like throw a register on the floor and get all pissed off. That would make my life.
Boy. I would love it on YouTube watching that.
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I
Yes,
mean.
Laughing my ass
exactly.
off.
She's like,
Yeah.
there is another crazy white person inside Chick-fil-A losing her shit.
Well, which one were you at?
Selma. Yep.
Why were you in Selma?
Manager, he's kind of tall, Caucasian.
Oh, hello. Shout out Selma.
Shout out to
Well,
the
of
guy
course
who
he's
took the
Caucasian
kids'
at
meal
Selma.
back.
Like,
Yeah. No, nobody that works at Chick-fil-A is listening to this podcast. It's cool. So, Rob, where was it the Broadway location that was the first Big Hops location?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Broadway.
what year did that start?
We opened in March of 2013.
Nice. What
3
what
years
made
ago.
you want to go into this kind of business or dive into this endeavor?
Beer.
Yeah.
I had a passion for beer. I had a passion for, well, I found that I enjoyed the people in the industry, which is really a big part of it, and thought, I want to do something that I will get up every morning and be excited about
Right.
and enjoy. And I'd spent many years in the commercial insurance world, and it had been many years since I felt that way. It was usually, oh crap, it's Monday. And,
Yeah.
let me survive the week, and then, yay, weekends. So I turned 40, which was a life experience, and we had some personal events happen in my wife and I's life that kind of changed both of our perspectives, and I just decided life's too short. And I was ready to make a change and move forward because I didn't want to go, hey, I'm retiring 20 years later and I've still been doing insurance and,
Yeah.
I'm just,
Right.
my life's shit. So I moved on. I took the leap. The biggest sale I ever did in my life was convincing my wife to do it, that I could leave a corporate job with
Right.
benefits and the whole deal. And
That's scary.
yeah, and be an entrepreneur, and we did it, and I've never looked back, and I've never said, oh, I wish I would have still had a job.
Yeah.
That's how we
Awesome.
did it.
Nice.
Yeah. And you were like one of the first probably, right? Like craft
Growlers.
beer, growler places.
I felt like when we looked at it, craft beer, has been pretty big for a long time. Well, really, beer in San Antonio has always been big. But when I really thought about where is a place in the market that we could fill, and fill a demand, it became a location that, one, focused on local Texas beers and local beers, craft beer, plus you could take it home. And that came
Right.
from a lot of nights after work,
Yeah.
sitting on my back patio, drinking bottled beer that I bought from the grocery stores or the liquor stores or wherever, and comparing pictures with all my buddies that were all around the bars all over the state and all over the country, sending me pictures of, oh, they got some cool beer on draft over here at X. And I was a little jealous, so I thought, why can't I get that beer at home, even though I have, I'm married with kids and I can't really go to the bars
Yeah.
at night.
Right.
And that's where the growler part came into play. Sitting at home, being able to drink the same beer that Jeremy's drinking at wherever he was that night, or something similar.
I
So
was in
really,
a lot
that's
of
how I thought of
places
that
that
idea.
night.
And
A
I
lot
looked
of
into
places.
it. I'd traveled around and had growlers at other places and thought, why don't we have them here? And then the more I researched that, we did have them. In fact, I used to go to a Freetail brew pub on Sundays and get mine filled for like $9, if memory serves right.
That's right about right.
So I was real excited about that all the time. Shout out to Scott. And, I took
Did
that
you
and just
say
said, we need
shut
to
up,
do more
Scott?
of that. And found out, my first thought was it must be illegal. And then,
Yeah.
and I've heard a lot of people always tell me that, and I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Then when I researched it, I found out it's not illegal. Bars just don't like to do it because it's not economical.
Right.
It's not as profitable as pouring by
Right.
the glass, for all sorts of reasons. So I thought, well, I'm just dumb enough to try it. And we decided to try to break the trend and do something that was anti-bar, established rules, and do growlers. And the response was kind of overwhelming and a little bit of a surprise. We thought, obviously I wanted to do something fun, and we thought it would be fun, but Scotty Kretchman over there was my first employee, and
Nice.
We all have personal experience of the day we first opened. We had a line waiting outside the door.
Wow.
And we were scared to death of what to do. And, I still remember even that day looking at Scotty and going, should we serve by the glass? And we decided, fuck it, let's do it. And we had the glassware because the plan was to sell it retail. And, it all turned out. People came in. People kept telling me, this is going to be a bar. This is going to be a bar. And it ended up, now we're a beer bar.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sells growlers, fills growlers, and supports local beer.
Yeah.
With a great environment, too. And I'm glad that you brought up the whole growler and the family situation, because that's the same thing, the reason that me and my husband found out a bit about Big Hops, because we have two kids, and you're always, if you're not, even if you're free, your kids have something else to do, so you're running back and forth, but that's something you could do after work. You can go, you can get a growler, bring it home, take them to their stuff, and you're coming home to something really good, and it's exciting. Like, there's something about bringing a growler into here and picking it out and knowing you're going to enjoy that whole thing at home. Like, I love that. That's cool.
That whole growler of Double Bastard is all mine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've had some glorious nectar of the gods in those growlers that I many times sit there and go, I can't even believe this is real. Sometimes I gotta admit, it's been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I fucking love it. I picked the right thing for me and my personality, and I found a business that great. I love the product. I'm passionate about it, so it's easy to talk to people about it because you're talking about what I like. So
and you're passionate, but you're also not beer snobs, which we really appreciate. We're beer fans. We're not beer snobs.
Right.
So, and I know sometimes beer snobs doesn't have a bad connotation, but sometimes it does. It can, the way that all the people in your establishment serve people is not from a place of snobbery. It's, they'll say, well, what do you like? What do you normally drink? And, well, then let's recommend this. Let's start you off with this. And instead of looking at you like you're a fucking idiot because you don't know the difference between a Russian Imperial Stout and a barrel-aged stout. And I don't know. It's just a really cool, laid-back environment, which is conducive to growing the craft beer community, which is what we're all about. Because I think when you like shut yourself off and you do act and you take on that snobby tone, you're not going to get any people that convert over because they're going to be super intimidated about it. So,
100% agree. I mean, your explanation is exactly what we were looking for, and what we preach to our leadership team and to all of our staff is anti-beer snob, but on the other hand, we don't dislike beer snobs.
No.
In fact, we got them as customers, and we're very grateful for them. We're pushing positive beer culture, so that's part of our core beliefs, and we truly believe it. The idea is to make everyone understand that sometimes beer is just beer, and just enjoy it. And I'm not the guy that's gonna take a beer and sit there for 20 minutes breaking down the science on it and, the agricultural behind it and what kind of soil the hops were probably grown in and things like that. I have plenty of friends that will do that for you, and if we ever need that, we'll bring them in. But at this time, I pretty much like to drink a beer and go, that is delicious. I love what they were trying to do as the brewer.
Right.
And I love that it's fresh and local, and that we here can enjoy it and not have to go to the grocery store and not have any choices and only buy whatever they're cramming down our throats.
Right.
So that's how I see beer. Is it should be fun. It's something you should enjoy, and if you want to take it to a certain level and break down every aspect of it, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But if you want to just drink it, I think that's my favorite way, and I think that's a good way to do it.
Both people support the cause, so.
That's right.
True that.
We're all just trying to get drunk.
There's difference that I can relate this to my youngest sister.
Okay, I thought you were going to say daughter. That was
No.
Really?
Yeah, she loves beer.
Yeah, mine too.
She loves the plate.
No, my youngest sister, she's in college. And my parents are at a different point in their life. So, of course, the youngest gets more,
Right.
Because as you move up in your income,
Right,
you're able
right.
to give a little bit more to
And
your
then
kids.
you also are a little bit lazier as a parent.
Yeah, exactly. So they talked about, is she spoiled? I said, fuck yeah, she's spoiled, but she's not a spoiled brat. So I think it's okay to be a beer snob, but not to act snobby towards other people.
Right.
Not to be an asshole.
Definitely
Don't be an
agree.
asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one
An
thing
asshole is an asshole. It doesn't matter if it's beer or
Right.
whatever.
They're going to find some way to be an asshole. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it looks like an asshole, talks like an asshole,
Probably
it's
is
an
an
asshole.
asshole.
And they're always unfortunate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll agree I'll agree as well.
Don't like to spend a lot of
We're
time
going to pull
around
this
them.
quote. We're going to pull this quote for one of our graphics.
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
There, one great thing that the great thing Rob has done and other places in town is hiring staff that have, if not a passion, a desire to learn about it.
Yes.
Do learn about it, but
Yeah.
are still very humble about it.
Yeah.
They're customers that just happen to work behind the bar.
Yeah.
You know, so they're no judgments, no whatever. As you ladies mentioned, what do you normally like to drink? Here, let me offer you something similar. And it's just a gathering place for the community to come and hang out.
True that. And for Jeremy to table dance.
For Jeremy to get those ones.
Do we have the ones yet? No.
No.
Yeah.
We're still
This
waiting.
isn't hard bodies.
Well,
you know,
we-
like when you go to hard bodies and they. This is
Yeah.
for
I
real.
don't, actually.
Oh, okay, let me tell you. When you, I'm sorry, let me break it down for you. When you go, if you're not tipping, because I'm
It's
not a,
still open?
I'm not a tipper. Yeah, it's still open.
Wow.
I only know that it's still open because I love that hard bodies taco
Right
truck.
on. There you go. Oh, yeah. Because that's what it is. There's a
It's
taco
delicious.
truck right there.
But when you go, because I've only been like for bachelorette parties, I
Yeah.
don't like guys that have glitter on their body, so I don't tip them. But they put dollar bills in your hand. They give you dollar bills to tip.
They do? Oh.
So-
See, that's because they're nice. They're gay.
Yeah,
All of them are
they're-
gay.
of
So,
course.
yeah.
Give you.
They give
Yeah.
you because maybe it's supposed to make you think like, oh,
This is what I'm
gonna
supposed to
Yeah,
do.
this is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I don't know how to do this.
That's
Yeah.
some dumb business.
Right? It's
ideas.
weird, right?
I'd be handing out $20 bills minimum if
Yeah,
that was the case.
that's true.
I'm just going to say.
Some
well, I
Monopoly
took
money.
out
If you're going to
I
give
took
them
out a
ideas,
handful.
$1 bills.
I took out a handful of Chuck E. Cheese
them
coins, and I
20s.
was like, this will be fun.
Give them the
Just kidding, I didn't do
Benjamins.
that, but whatever.
Yep. I was told probably 20 years ago a quote of I talked to a guy that was almost 70 years old at the time, and we were having lunch, and the guy has stories from establishments of
Gentlemen's
hardworking
clubs?
ladies, and it was always. Well, a lot of the friends of mine and of his that would sit around the table and listen to the stories, it was, well, Burton, how do you get so many of these ladies to always come hang out and, and go other places with you?
Right.
And with all of us and show up at your houses on every
It's like
Thursday for
I keep a pocket with
haircuts.
bacon. Oh,
And people, this is kind of on the down low. Everybody's gonna.
On my way.
That's how
People
I would
in
get
that
there.
world
He's
know
like,
what
I
I'm
gotta-
talking about. But anyways,
I got a bag
it
of
was,
bacon in my pocket. Okay.
his
I don't need the
actual
20s, the
advice
bacon.
of how he does it was he just keeps slapping them with hundreds. And
Well,
so
I mean, yeah.
I would say if
$100
you're gonna
bills,
do
yo.
that,
Yeah.
$1 bills.
Go big or go home.
I think
Yeah.
you're cutting yourself short there.
That's true.
Well, I had just spent $15 on a drink, so I was like, I'm not
Well,
gonna
she
tip
doesn't
this
want to
out.
spend
I'm not the guy-
$100
I
on a
would
glittered
slap
man.
hundreds on.
I'm not
$100.
tipping this drink, huh?
Doesn't want to
$1
spend
bills.
$100 on a glittered man.
No, I don't. I don't want a guy whose legs are smoother than mine. That's not my thing. That's not my thing.
Not my thing, girl. Well, speaking of San Antonio beer,
Yes.
let's dive into the book club.
Let's dive into. Hey, what's up, our friend?
What's
let's
up?
Kevin.
dive in. Everywhere I go, you are.
We have a She's Crafty alumni.
I know. Every time I go somewhere, you're there.
Kevin from Ranger
from
Creek
Ranger
just
Creek.
walked.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Rob got up and left.
Rob's like, Kevin's here, I'm out. Tag team.
Fuck the book club.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this.
He heard book club and
Yeah.
ran.
So we,
Okay, so chapter 2. it's super exciting because we come to San Antonio.
Hello.
Hello.
We left New Braunfels.
We left
We
New
did.
Braunfels. We go right into San Antonio.
Travis
and
will
into
be
the Minger.
upset because he lives in New Braunfels, but you know what? It's all
Sorry.
right.
We had to ditch you at some point. The book is San Antonio beer, not New Braunfels beer.
So it basically takes you into the origins of the Minger Hotel, and it was built on beer, which is super exciting.
It was
Literally
built on top
on
of
beer.
beer. Absolutely. William Minger and his wife, Mary, had met a couple of years before. She'd moved here from Germany before he did and was recently widowed after she arrived.
At 28, he really stepped in on that shit. He's
Yeah, he
like,
did.
"Oh, are you mourning? Come here, baby."
Yeah.
He was at the funeral ready to go.
I can make you feel better.
Absolutely. So he was actually staying at her boarding house, which they later moved near the Minger Hotel. And after they built the brewery, quickly we realized within a year that they were getting a lot of people showing up. I mean, people from outside of San Antonio and the Southwest started showing up, and people were, the story goes, falling asleep at the bar or too drunk to get on their horses and walk
they
to
needed
go
a room.
home.
Built him a place
So
to
they
stay.
said,
They
you
needed
know
a
what,
room.
let's go ahead and build the hotel. So while they're building the hotel, they moved it underground into a lot of the tunnels that had been dug by the Spanish a couple of hundred years before and started building the hotel. And at that point, a man named Charles Deegan took over as brewmaster to work with William Minger.
And it was pretty fresh after the Alamo. 19 years, I think.
1855 says 19 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
The rubble hadn't been brushed away
You
yet.
could still smell the corpses.
You could still.
Wow.
Which is probably, is it there? So later on in the chapter, you talked about the tunnels.
Wow. So
That got dark.
So one thing we didn't put in the book is the basement of the Alamo.
Where Pee-wee keeps his bike.
Where Pee-wee
Yeah.
keeps his bike. You can get to it through one of those tunnels.
Really?
So you can really get to
My
that
favorite
basement.
That's
part-
why they won't let you in the tunnels.
You know what?
You'll get to the
Because you'll
basement.
get to the bike.
No, there's a basement.
My favorite thing to do with the Minger
And then no one wants Pee-wee Herman
is
to be right.
to just walk in and just go to the very top and walk around and
Yeah. Oh,
at the
see how
Minger?
creeped out I can get. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still supposedly quite a few ghosties that
Yeah.
like to float
Which is
around the
super
halls.
exciting.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'm looking for Slimer.
I used to be a wedding planner.
I got slimed.
And I had a bride. Oh, that's okay. This is not. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this is not that kind of podcast.
You should have had her tested first. Is what I'm saying.
Jeez. Oh, that brings up so many memories. So no, I was at the Minger, and the place still has a little bit of a smell. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It does. You
walk
get to
down
the
those-
second floor, and it's got a mothball.
musty-
Yeah. Well, it's an old
yeah.
building.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on, Febreze that shit.
Throw some hops onto the walls
All right.
here. You know,
But
something.
get some of those Glade plugins all the way down the wall. Yeah.
The amount of money they're spending on that place.
Yeah, they could.
Febreze that
They
shit.
could
Come
Febreze
on.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is a cool.
But isn't
it
that
is-
part of
They
the
don't give you a
ambiance, maybe?
mildew musty discount on your stay there.
Maybe that's part of the
Yeah.
ambiance.
the haunted ambiance, or you
Yeah.
can smell the ghost. It's,
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the smell is.
It's
Yeah.
the ghost.
Well, they
It's
they
the
haven't
spirit.
showered in gosh knows how long. So.
That's true. That's
Wow.
true.
It's very unhygienic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Slimer needs a bar of ivory or soap or something.
Ghost
Yeah.
staph infections, those don't happen.
Ghost staph infection.
Sounds dangerous.
This ghost smells like gonorrhea. That's what that smell is.
Fabulous.
I mean,
Down in
John,
the tunnel.
unless this by no means has any bearing on your restaurant there or your beer or your
No,
food.
the
Just-
restaurant's
just
actually
saying.
Not at all.
quite lovely.
completely
Yeah.
separate.
I love the
And
restaurant.
We
the-
love
it's a
it. You
beautiful
do
place.
great.
And the Minger Bar.
And the bar,
Yeah.
I love the bar.
Yes.
So every time, every other year, we go downtown and we'll stay with family down there just to stay and enjoy downtown. And
Yeah.
they're from
Little
Wimberley.
staycation.
Little
I love that
staycation,
idea.
yeah.
Great.
But we always go to the Minger
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's where me, my husband,
school.
and his brother can go and get shit faced and
Walk
walk back
around.
to the
Walk
hotel.
right back
Yeah.
out.
I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of
that's nice.
getting shit faced and walking around.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
much
Which
so.
is why I'm going to really enjoy the new Big Hops location because I can pretty well just
Right
crawl
down the
home.
street.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic.
what time
Or
my daughter
Uber that shit, one of the two.
My daughter
Yeah.
had her 13th birthday, and she wanted to go on one of those ghost tours. So we always invite my ex-husband on. I hope he doesn't listen to this.
That's
So
awkward.
We always invite him to her
Yeah.
birthday, right? Because
Oh,
it's just a nice
yeah,
thing to
yeah.
do.
Nice.
I thought you
Good
meant
for
just
you.
Of course.
on every
it's
ghost
a family.
tour.
Yeah, it's her birthday, right?
There you go.
So and we normally get along really well, but we're
As long as he doesn't say anything and does not get out of the corner.
We don't talk to each other. But we're walking downtown, and we go into the meanger because the girls have to go to the bathroom. 13-year-old girls, okay? They're squealing or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes into the bar, right? He comes out. I don't know how many shots he had in there. He comes out fucking shit-faced. Right?
Just to put up with the birthday
hitting on
party?
women in the ghost tour.
Oh.
Like asking them to go to dinner with him later.
Oh.
And my daughter was like, what is daddy doing? And I was like, I don't know. I'm flashing back to college. It's making me so uncomfortable right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like their pool area too there because it looks like old school 50s, 60s sort of still. They have like the
That hasn't changed.
Makes me want to go there and get bossed around by a guy, you know. I mean, that's what they did in the 50s and 60s, right? Because women were fucking
You mean like
stupid
get out of
back
the pool
then.
and back into the
Yeah.
kitchen. That's
Yeah.
what you mean. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Betty Draper proved to us what women were doing
Right.
back in the 50s.
Go
and
get me a
60s.
beer, Brandy.
Sorry.
Go shoot. go
get me a
grab the
beer,
gun
Brandy.
so I can
On that
shoot
point.
myself before I do
point.
that.
Brandy has just hit me over the head with the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the turkey pot pie. Where
Randy's
turkey
like,
pie
"Oh,
near the
yeah.
fridge.
What's funny is that it's not that she wouldn't do it, it's just that you're not her husband.
There you go.
No, the problem is I wouldn't do it. That's the problem. It depends. I will do it without being asked or told.
Yeah.
But generally, if I'm like, I like doing it without being prompted. If I'm prompted, I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Well,
of course.
asking and telling are
Two
different
right.
So I
Yes.
was gonna say-
really
Asking
big
and demanding
differences.
are very
Yeah.
different.
If I say, would you
Give me a
while
turkey
you're
pot
in
pie.
there, would
Yeah.
you
A
please
little bit.
grab me a beer?
Yes. If I'm sitting down enjoying the same thing that you are, and then you said, "Can you go get us some beer?"
Sensuous.
That's a problem.
You being
So-
sensuous.
Is
Brandy, Brandy, would you go get me a
Is
beer?
Colby-
What's up? Give me a beer.
Is
Brandy.
Colby like a does he do that kind of stuff for you a lot, or like is it reciprocal?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're very big, like, it just happened that way. We never had the conversation, but everything's always been super equal. Like,
Nice.
yeah.
Why?
Well,
Is it because I'm a bitch?
she forces it to be that?
No,
I
it's,
think you
it's,
have a strong enough personality that
Yeah.
that's the only way that's going to survive that relationship.
That's really interesting.
We're going to be on
That's
equal
true.
footing.
That's really interesting, 'cause
I'm married and I
Yeah.
have a strong
Yeah.
willed woman
Do
and
you?
wife.
Yeah.
And we don't have any pretensions that one of us is better than the other or demands any more respect than
well,
the other.
I don't know, but when your wife
Yeah.
walks in and says, "I just knocked over a Chick-fil-A," you go get her a
Well,
beer.
that's true.
That's
He
true.
probably
You go get her a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm not going to mess
I
with
would
a girl
agree
that
on
knocks
that.
over the Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
That's true.
You know what? No, we'll do that.
I think that all boils down to time. Like, whether you're the guy or the girl, if you have more time on your hands, I feel like you pitch in a little bit more. But if you both
Yeah.
are equally working, equally taking care
Right.
of children, everything's very egalitarian. Like, you just kind of like, I'll take care of this and you take care of this and we'll keep things going. But
Scotty, look up the word
Yeah.
egalitarian for me real quick.
egalitarian?
Oh, egalitarian. Sorry.
Either one.
I think egalitarian
It's
is
you can
like,
probably
Do it
find an urban
phonetically on
dictionary.
Google.
That's an urban
Did he
dictionary
mean
term, I think, right?
Gallifrey?
yeah.
I don't know. I saw that show Gallivant recently.
Yeah, that's exact. I meant that everything in our life is like a musical, like a comedy musical.
So
Yeah.
this
That's
is
the
why
best
Rob
idea.
didn't
Yeah.
want to participate in the book club.
Uh-huh.
Because
I don't read.
He's not,
Well, I do read.
He's not sure
I don't
about his
read.
words.
We don't read. We
I like
only read
pictures.
these chapters.
I'm very visual,
Yeah.
so I like pictures a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
He reads Playboy for the articles.
Actually,
while.
this is a side comment, but when I turned 21, one of my best friends, Sean Patrick, shout out, got me a really dirty porn mag for my
Yeah.
birthday, and then he had all my friends sign the inside pages, so I
Shut
had to.
That's
I had to flip through it to get all my
funny.
messages.
That's genius.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore because then I had kids, and I was like, oh, I can't.
My little sister
Yeah.
turns 21 this year. I think I have a plan now.
Yeah, it was pretty.
If you're listening,
it was
Brandy's
terrifying.
sister.
Yeah.
It was
Get ready for
terrifying
hustling.
and hilarious at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's take a short little break,
Let's do it.
and we're going to hear from our buddies at Busted Sandal.
Done.
Done.
Beer break.
Is this a frat party?
Yeah, my sister invited us. She said there'd be good beer.
Okay, well, let's check it out.
Ooh, check out that guy.
Damn. Hey, hot balls. Nice can.
I'm more than just my beer.
Hey, how about you bring your beer and more than just your beer over here and share? Oh, wow. He's actually coming over here.
Is that Busted Sandal 2&0 Ale?
Hell yeah. And their Slippery Rock IPA.
I didn't appreciate your objectification of my cans and my hot body.
It was definitely just your cans. You brought Busted Sandal beer. It was totally your can.
To find out where you can find Busted Sandal cans in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Austin, head over to BustedSandalBrewing.com/can locator.
And don't forget, you can also find all their other beers on draft in San Antonio, Houston, and the Rio Grande Valley. BustedSandalBrewing.com.
James, you just busted into San Antonio.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Why are you here tonight?
We've actually brought Naughty by Nature
Yes,
to
you
town.
did. Yes,
to
you
Paper
did.
Tiger tonight. So we're going to get down with OPP.
That is so exciting.
Yeah,
Paper
we
Tiger is
know.
an awesome venue.
It
Untapped puts on great concerts. And
It's true. And we drink a lot of beer.
fuck yeah.
Really good craft beer.
And they've got good craft
I'm a
beer
fan.
over at Paper Tiger.
We had to pick it for that reason.
That is going to be fun.
I'm super excited about it.
I'm going to try to introduce all the gentlemen in the Naughty by Nature to some really good local San Antonio beer.
Have you been
Do they
practicing?
drink beer?
Between chugs
Sizzy.
off of their Hennessy
Well,
and other things.
There might be a
Ciroc.
Colt 45 in between some of those shots, maybe.
I
but
don't know about the Colt 40. I mean, unless it's barrel aged,
All right.
I'm not.
Maybe
I'm
we
not
should.
into a
Barrel aged
Barrel
Colt
aged
45.
Colt. Let's do this.
Yes.
Thing.
Now, would
Barrel
that
aged
not
malt
be
liquor, you kidding
something?
me?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this thing.
A Colt 45 barrel aged, bourbon barrel aged.
Have you gotten to party with them a little or like hang out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. You smell a little.
I have no recollection.
I don't
I
want
have
to
a
say it,
question.
but I
Are
can
they really
smell a little
naughty?
aura. Or
I will
like a little,
confirm
I feel like I'm
or
getting high.
deny.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
like a green aura?
I can-
Is there like a green smoke about me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Only on a
I
spiritual
thought it was a
level,
purple
everyone.
haze when you walked in, but
Oh yes. Oh,
It smells very
was purple.
fresh.
We also mainline heroin, so such is life.
Oh, good. Oh, we would fit right in. Yeah, yeah.
That black tar is where it's at.
Way,
So,
that is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Literally, no drugs have been done.
Damn
None.
it. Well,
No
that,
Tylenol?
that's a little
That we
disappointing.
know
I
of.
gotta admit. I mean,
Okay, I did
that's
take
kind
a
of lame.
Pamprin this morning. I did.
I
I had
mean,
a few cramps, so I took a Pamprin.
Weird. I didn't even know they
Pamprin.
still made Pamprin, so that's
All right.
exciting.
I know.
Well,
So
so
you
you
were
a
in-
Midol. I don't know. I'm not sure about the brand.
Were you at the Austin concert last night?
Yes.
Nice. How'd that go off?
It was incredible. It was actually more people were there than were in Houston. So it's just kind of building
Really?
momentum.
Wow.
Well, it's Austin.
Yeah. I mean that's true.
Yeah.
It was a nice eclectic mix of, we'll say, demographics, to be
Yeah.
as politically correct as possible.
Yeah.
A lot of white people like me, middle-aged, really
Love
just
to get
wanting
down.
to get
Yeah.
down to get down.
Oh yeah. As soon as
So-
I saw when I first saw on Facebook y'all promoting Naughty by Nature, that was the first thing I did. Is I went on Spotify and I was just like, I'm listening to Naughty by Nature
Yes.
all day now.
All day long.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. You're welcome for that soundtrack.
It was a much better Friday.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Such is life. And this is a much better Friday because I get to hang out with all of you people.
Right on.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Nailed
Right
it.
on.
Nailed it. Brought it full circle.
Nice.
I like it.
That
So-
just happened.
You down with BHG? Yeah, you know me.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Do you know what I liked about that is that you took a look somewhere. You looked at
She did.
something.
She was
I
She
did.
referenced something and then she said
what?
it.
Because I have good ideas and then
Yeah.
I'm like, are they right?
Yeah, is the
Out there in the
acronym correct?
universe.
Yeah.
Write it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Your
Nailed it.
dyslexia may really have come in to play
It
there.
did.
It was like HG12.
I was
Wait, there's not a
verifying.
number.
Yeah.
She quickly
Yeah.
checked the location and address.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know this, but we're super thug. Like,
And
it's-
suddenly the
it's
life came
beyond-
back into her eyes.
You have to describe yourself as super thug.
And it's legitimate.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. 2 days ago, I would not have known this. Let's say 48 hours ago. But since
Superstar.
I've been hanging out with
Just
Naughty by Nature,
now that you're in.
now
It's a
I'm
change
like,
to
now
it.
I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's
If your
like-
name's
his-
not Tretch,
His dick all of a sudden is
maybe
like
you're
3
trying
inches
to
bigger than
stretch
it was
a little
before.
bit.
Exactly.
He's hung like a black guy now.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Oh.
Whoa, hell.
That's what Jeremy told me. I don't know.
This
Yeah.
has not been independently verified. I mean, I can.
Has it been verified by a group?
By a group.
It has been. It's market research is what I call it.
I think they call that a circle jerk, right?
Streaking. No, I don't. No, other people don't know it's coming.
Oh, okay.
I just like to get the reaction off the surprise. I'm like, boom, there it is. What's up?
Sort of like
That's kind of what they always say.
sort of like
behavior, I
malt.
don't
You didn't expect this from Hipster Jesus, but
I did
here
not.
it is.
I did.
Here it
We've
is.
had other kinds
Yep.
of Jesuses on this podcast too.
Yep.
Yes, we've had Spurs Jesus and now Hipster Jesus.
You had
Yeah.
Spurs, Jesus?
We did.
Yeah,
he was our
first
very first
episode.
guest.
You
Yeah.
can also call me White Jesus since Jesus was not white. But
I like
we
hipster
don't need to get it on
Jesus.
that.
I'm down with hipster
I'm
Jesus.
down
I
with
think
hipster
all stay shit
Jesus.
together. And
I think
move
shit
on.
works.
Hipster
There's a beer
Jesus.
coming
Shit.
out called Black
Shit.
Jesus.
There you go.
There is a beer. Texian Brewing
It's
has
coming
a
out with
black Jesus.
I love the names of their beers, the Texan Brewing.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, they're
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I really love them because I work
Donkey
with Barbacoa
Lady.
Apparel and we have a Donkey Lady shirt and they have a Donkey Lady beer.
Look at you just plugging it. You brought
fuck
it right
yeah.
back and you're like, oh, and by the way, this
God knows what's up.
I gotta
Yep.
pay my bills.
It's called a segue.
This podcast has been brought to you by
Barbacoa
Black
Apparel.
Jesus.
Oh, Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
By
and,
Black Jesus, White Jesus,
Wow.
Hipster Jesus, Spurs Jesus, and Woman Jesus.
And
We
Barbacoa
love
Apparel.
Jesus.
Jesus. Where's woman Jesus? And
Well,
also
I
beer?
will say that Jesus had a
Barbacoa
lot to
Apparel.
do with beer and spreading the culture around the world.
It's true.
True that,
saying
too,
that.
If Jesus was
actually.
alive today, he would turn water into craft beer.
You're damn right. he is.
exactly.
Sorry, it was
I
easy to
actually
scotch out
think
any
he
day of the
did
week.
turn it into beer.
They just didn't know what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
They didn't know
So-
what's up.
Oh, it must have been a barley one.
By the time the
Yeah,
story
it was.
changed
Yeah.
5,000
So they just
times
said wine.
before it was in the English version, they changed it to wine.
I like
Yeah.
Because they were in California printing out that stuff, and they were trying to push the wine industry. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we've got Uncle Jacob Stout. We should have Brother Jesus something. Barley
Well,
Brother Jesus.
Brother
Brother
Jesus.
Jesus barley wine.
who is it that has Sweet Baby Jesus? There's
I
one
do
out there
in my
called
heart.
Sweet Baby Jesus. A beer out there called.
There is?
Sweet Baby
I always
Jesus.
say Sweet Baby Jesus.
There's a beer out there called Sweet
What
Baby
style of
Jesus.
beer is that?
It was
Better
sweet.
be
Pure.
It was a sweet-
Pure.
right. A fruit beer.
It was a sweet beer.
Deflated my
I
balloon.
think it had
I
some
would-
brown sugar.
Maybe a
Four because
Belgian,
it's
like
a
a
baby
monk ale,
as well.
monk style ale, or
I'd
something.
have
that
to
would
look
be
it up.
smart.
Hold on, let's Google it. No, I'm just kidding.
Do we want to play? Do you want to play a game with Rob?
Rob, do you want to play a game with us?
I like games.
Yeah, okay, you
All
ready?
right.
We're going to play a little game. It's our actually most
fun at
popular
heart.
game with our beer nuts called 30 Questions, 5 Minutes, 1 Beer.
Jesus.
Dear Lord.
Can you take it?
That's a lot of minutes and a
We've
lot
been
of questions.
through.
I can survive anything.
We've been through these questions. We've changed them. We've altered them. We've made them funnier. Some of them we made worse. So
Oh,
whatever.
Oh, I could have
however
studied
this-
for this. Oh,
However
Yeah.
this comes out, we'll see what happens. I don't
Once
even
again.
know. This is a mix.
Once again,
Of all
We'll
of
take
them.
it. We'll take it.
Okay, are we ready? Are we on the clock?
let's do this.
Nope. See, I never
Okay.
have it ready.
Awesome.
It's my thing.
So the beer I'm drinking
Yeah,
is a
there's no
Green
theme here.
Flash
It just-
Soul
it goes
Style
everywhere.
IPA. Tangerine.
oh yeah, let's go around the table real quick. What are you drinking, Jeremy?
What Rob's drinking.
Nice.
Because I'm a copycat.
Good call.
Perfect.
It's a good
I'll
call.
take it.
Very original.
James, what are you drinking? The Scotch
Drinking that
ale?
delicious Guadalupe Scotch ale.
Shout
which I
out
cannot
to
get in
NN
Dallas,
Keith.
So
See-
I like to put it in my body.
That,
Very good.
That does sound like a northern Texan. Guadalupe.
Guadalupe?
It's all right.
Guadalupe.
I will take credit for introducing that beer to James.
Nice.
And
Rob did that. So pretty much everything we're drinking today is Rob's fault. So
I'll take Rob's
You know
fault
what?
any day of the week.
I've
if it
been
involves
blamed
beer.
for a
That's true.
lot of
Exactly.
problems and addictions, and I take full credit. Let's do it.
Nice. What are you drinking, Catherine?
I'm drinking Southern
Yeah.
Star Bombshell Blonde, but I'm out. So
Nice.
I'm tapped.
he's out.
And
tapped out.
I'm drinking that
Scotty, she's
Sweetwater
out of
Blue,
beer.
the blueberry wheat ale.
Nice. We need
a
That's
beer.
really good.
Scotty,
It's like the perfect amount of sweetness.
Perfect.
So, all right.
Okay, are we on?
I'm ready.
We ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, good sir? I need you to look me right in the eye and tell me that you're ready.
I am ready.
All right. Tell me when.
And how many minutes?
5?
5. Okay, hang on.
God, this is so unprofessional. I'm
I don't
sorry.
last 5 minutes very often, so this is a big deal.
Really,
It's a lot of pressure.
way too much information there, Rob.
Baseball,
Thank you.
baseball.
Nobody hardly
This
does.
is your
It's fine.
training. Tell your wife you're welcome. Ready? And 5 minutes on the clock and go.
Okay, front to back or back to front?
I have no idea the context, but I'll just say front to back.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Oh, I fucking hate them both.
Okay. Age of first beer?
Uh-oh.
13.
Martinis, gin or vodka?
Vodka.
Bottle, can, or draft?
Can. Oh, no. Draft. Oh, jeez. Sorry.
He had to think about that one.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Least favorite Spice Girl?
What are the Spice Girl?
Scary, sporty.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, eggnog.
I like
Sporty.
cinnamon.
cinnamon. Okay.
It's tasty.
Bruce or Caitlin? Thank you.
Oh, who's that?
Jenner.
Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner?
Bruce on the Wheaties box. That was cool.
Kanye or Trump 2016?
Oh, fuck. Trump, I guess, because, I hate them both.
Yeah.
I love how all
They
these
both
questions,
went
Rob's
in
like,
the
I
world.
fucking
Okay.
hate all these people.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Who shot JR?
Bobby?
Mid-century impressionism or... side note, you're the only person that's ever answered that question.
Thank you.
I don't know if
Everybody's
that's
like,
good or
who's
bad.
JR?
Right.
Mid-century impressionism or modern surrealism?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite shitty beer?
Yes. Oh. Favorite shitty beer?
You're at a little gas station.
There is no.
You're getting on the river. All
just
they
want beer.
all they have is
Oh,
nothing.
There's
okay. All right.
nothing
All right.
left,
all
and you
right.
have to grab
A
something.
Lone Star in a can, shotgunned on the river.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Pick one beer for the rest of your life.
Oh, Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus.
One beer the rest
Sweet
of my
baby
life.
Jesus.
It has to be a specific beer?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, an IPA.
Okay. Top or bottom?
I kind of like bottom.
Smoke it or eat it?
3 minutes.
Smoke it.
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie. I like them both, though.
Did Adnan kill Hay?
Say what?
Did Adnan kill Hay?
I have no idea.
Okay. Lannisters or Starks?
Starks.
Noble answer.
Darks.
Noba. What do you put on your hot dog?
Everything.
Carne guisada or bean and cheese?
Carne asada.
Get rid of one Texas city, just blow it up. Just save the rest,
the
of
rest
us.
of Texas.
Corpus Christi.
Oh!
That's a new one.
Anything for Selena's. What's the beer to serve someone you love?
Aw.
That was my one Valentine's question.
Serve someone you love.
We did talk about servitude.
We did.
Ooh, Lord. Guadalupe chocolate stout.
Ooh. What's the best hangover remedy?
Sex? Are you trying to say sex?
Okay. The usual remedy I would say is satisfying sex for one of us, and maybe another beer or a michelada and herbs.
Nice. Okay. Favorite style of beer to have with dessert?
1 minute, 28 seconds.
Oh shit.
Oh, jeez. With dessert, stout.
Favorite beer joint that isn't Big Hops?
Really on spot there. Shit.
Favorite beer joint.
He's
that
calling
isn't
out all
Big
of his
Hops.
brethren.
I'm guessing it's probably something close to your house, maybe? No? Your living room?
Yes, definitely my
Okay.
back patio.
Best movie of all time?
Old school.
Ooh, yeah. Are gingers inherently evil?
Yes.
Yes.
But they're,
Batman? Oh, is he?
but they're awesome.
Batman versus Superman. Who wins?
Oh, Superman all day.
It's a zombie apocalypse. Do you fight or do you hide?
Oh, I fight.
Bud Light, Miller Light, or slow, painful death?
30 seconds.
Slow, painful death.
Okay. Now say your name and that you listen to the She's Crafty podcast.
Big Hops Rob, and I listen to She's Crafty podcast.
Done. Drop the mic.
16 seconds to go. Nice. Nice.
Very well done.
Cheers.
There's
well
beer
done.
left.
Cheers.
Uh-oh.
15
Hurry,
seconds.
go, done.
Done. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Sorry.
There
Good
we
job.
go.
I'm a stickler for the rules here.
There we go.
Awesome.
I like it.
Awesome.
Man, I'm sorry. I stuttered and got caught up.
No, you're good. Those were thoughtful answers.
They were very thoughtful answers.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't listening, and I
treated
was
this
sitting
game
right in
with
front
so
of
much
you.
It's better that when we did it with First Jesus, it was awesome because he's like such a salesman.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Spotify, if you don't have it, get it. And I was like, whoa.
He also
Back
gave
it
his-
up, Jesus.
I think he gave his password for the married
Oh, he
dating
gave
site.
his password. We asked him if he had a
for Ashley
if he had a
Madison.
password for Ashley Madison, what would it be? And then we realized, like, oh, he probably does because he was like, oh, well, all I can think of is my real password. And I was like, oh shit, oh no. It was at the end of the beer festival, so he had been drinking very heavily all day.
Yeah.
I got a couple
That
of
was good
pictures with
stuff.
him. It was fun.
Did you? Yeah.
It was in a blur.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty toasted.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a podcast.
Rob was not.
We can be friends later, Rob. But right
anything.
now, we're going to do business, okay?
Right on.
Yeah.
So, Rob, do you have any events at any of? Actually, let's talk about what day is the Bitters location opening up?
The Bitters location, we're going to do our grand opening next Saturday.
Right before Valentine's Day.
Right on.
I like it.
I'm coming because it's right down the street from my house.
I'm filling up a growler for sure. Yep. Maybe
yes.
a few.
I'm super
and
excited.
yes. No, we're excited. We finally got to a point where we could put a date on it and know, okay, officially we've gotten our licensing and things, in order. Construction will be done by then. We think we're ready, so we're ready to throw a bash. We're not sure on the particulars. We know we're going to have food, music,
Nice.
fun games, beer specials, and
Strippers.
And
Oh.
San Antonio.
Oh, are you
beer
going to be there too?
History.
Nice.
Signing, and
I
maybe
thought you were
even
gonna
she's
say, like-
Crafty.
Yeah.
Tap on
Talk on tap.
Talk on
Talk on
tap.
tap.
We'll
And
be
whoever
there.
else, all my wild and rowdy friends.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to drink and I'm going to go shop the shit out of Hobby Lobby next door.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's let me tell you, that's how I found out he
Because-
was there.
Yeah.
that is suburban gangsta.
Yes.
I went.
We have learned
Shut the hell out of the
we have
Hobby
learned.
Lobby.
We've had some good nights
Yeah.
getting this place ready and then finishing with some beers and stuff. And then we go next door in Hobby Lobby, and it's pretty fun.
I was
Yeah.
in Hobby Lobby. I went to
Absolutely.
go pull in. I was getting something for the podcast, actually. And I came out and I was like, is that a fucking Big Hops? Wait a minute.
It really was.
This is right
True
down the street
story,
from my
I
house.
was
And
attacked.
then I
Nice.
walked, I was just going to walk by. And then he was standing there. I didn't have any makeup on. I had like a hoodie on. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, now I have to introduce myself.
You look like the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Like,
Hi.
Yeah, I saw that picture the other day.
Which, what?
You posted a picture. You did no makeup day or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You posted
'Cause I'm
that.
lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't do that. We have a brand to
This is
keep
my
up.
mom. My mom.
Catherine.
This is why you're single, because you don't put on makeup.
Yeah.
This
Nobody
is
wants
why
to
we
see
do.
that. You're gonna die. You're gonna die alone. Sorry. I love you, Mom. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shout out Catherine's mom. Shout out. So I think Scotty stepped away for a second, but when Scotty gets back, maybe he could tell us about some upcoming events that y'all have at Big Hops.
Yes.
I think he might be excited to tell you about some stuff.
I think so. He
Sweet.
looked like he was.
I'm excited to hear from Scotty.
I've got a special announcement.
I want a
can
shirt
make
that
it
has
later.
my name on it.
Right on.
I feel like
Let
everybody
me
can hang out
introduce.
with.
This is Scotty Kretchman. This was the Big Hops original employee. This is OG number one.
Hey.
Scotty was with me when we were still painting walls and dealing with a stupid landlord at the time. And so now he is the manager of our Huebner location. We're very proud of him, and he's on.
Scotty.
Thank you, Rob. We're really excited about some of the stuff we have coming up on the calendar next couple months. This weekend, obviously, we're prepping for our big Super Bowl party. Got a potluck, big screen out back. Really stoked about that. Go Broncos.
Potluck. We can bring our own food.
Yeah.
I can bring my
Absolutely.
beer mac and cheese.
Can we bring our pot? No.
Yes.
I'm sorry. That's another kind of luck. Sorry.
Oh,
All right.
We got some brewery nights this month coming up with Independence on the 11th, Freetail on the 18th. Got Carbach BBH on the 25th.
Ooh.
Got some cool stuff in March. Another event with Ranger Creek and a Lone Pint Yellow Rose Cast. We're really stoked about that. Nice. And of course, that's all leading up to San Antonio Beer Week in April. Calendar is filling out quick. We got I just nailed down a crawfish boil with Ranger Creek,
yeah.
April 5th. Mark the date.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got a Southern Star Brewers Randall.
Scotty, you need a job in broadcasting.
I got to
You
say,
see him? April 5th,
Well,
mark the
I
date.
have been told I have a face for radio.
Yeah, you're bringing it, man.
I've heard the same thing.
That's why we started this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is.
We got a Southern Star Brewers Randall. I was told we have creme brulee coffee coming for that. I'm really excited for that. That's gonna be awesome. Branch Line Spurs night with a cask of their Silver and Black IPA when the Spurs play the Golden State Warriors and they're gonna kick their asses this time.
Yeah.
And we are hoping to get a Jester
Scotty's
King
getting
cask
sassy.
for that week as well. Yeah. That is not set in stone yet.
You had
We
me
are-
a Jester King cask.
And where can people find you online, Scotty?
You personally.
Find me personally. I am on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh. Hit up Scotty, y'all.
Scotty's on
screen-
Grindr.
Screen name PW Soldier. It's a throwback from my high school days because I never
nice.
grew up.
And if people want to find Big Hops, where can they find Big Hops online?
We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I think it's Big Hops Growler. Yeah, download.
you have an
we do
app?
have. We do have a mobile app. You can access.
What do you do? What can you do on that? What kind of magic? Well, let me just say I have a shitty iPhone and I can't download any more apps.
It's on the front page of my iPhone.
What can you get on the app?
The app has the tap list for all locations, and it is updated in real time. Anytime we tap into a beer, we update our beer menu here behind me.
Nice.
And anytime we update that, it automatically updates the website and the app at the same time.
That's how you know what's up.
So that is almost always completely up to date.
Cool.
You can also it also links to our Facebook page, so you can use the app to see what events we have coming up at each location. It's really cool, and it also has our loyalty program tied into it, where you get a stamp every time you fill a growler.
Awesome.
And after a certain amount of growler fills, you get rewards.
That is so cool.
Amazing.
How did I not know about the app? Jeez.
Well, I didn't know about it because I just had to.
You learned something new
delete
today.
3 things on my fucking phone.
Find out every staff member she's ever talked to and fire them immediately.
Yes, sir.
Look what you've done.
Yes, sir.
It's now hiring.
If you're listening, every other employee, run.
Yeah.
Run.
I've just maybe put some fielders out with your resume. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Snitches
I
get
don't
stitches. I ain't
Snitches
running
get
anybody out.
stitches.
Yeah, right.
Jeremy, where
We ain't
can
got no
we,
stitches.
As always,
Snitches.
find
No
San Antonio
stitches.
beer.
You can get the book at basically any bookstore here in town. So the Twig down at the Pearl, Books A Million down on the south side, all of the Barnes & Nobles, and all of the Costcos.
Nice.
And then, of course, anytime you choose to come and see Travis and I's ugly,
Okay, so I know that you're
handsome
going to be at
faces.
the grand opening of Big Hops on
We will,
Bitters, and then
yeah.
what else? Where else are you guys going to be?
Well, we've
signing
got
books?
another signing set up actually at a Costco, which is going to be great because I can do the beer thing and then go all gangster on Costco.
Yeah. I like it.
Nothing else in the immediate future after that at this
Okay.
point, but we'll be gearing up
Perfect.
again.
Awesome. And as always,
Catherine.
go to iTunes, rate, download, and subscribe to the She's Crafty podcast. Be sure to click how many little stars you think we deserve and write a little review for us so that we can up our ranking on iTunes and more people will listen to us.
True dat.
Also, you can find us on Instagram at She's Crafty Pod. You can find us on Twitter at She's Crafty Pod and Facebook at She's Crafty Podcast. If you have nothing else to do, go to Google Plus and give me a shout out, guys. I'm the only person there
Oh, so
every day.
sad.
Just like my
So
dating
sad.
life. I show up and nobody else does.
Wah,
Womp,
wah,
womp.
wah.
What else? You can buy our merchandise on our website at
You can get koozies, you can get T-shirts. You can also shop through our Amazon link on our front page, and whatever you are buying, it gives us a little bit of that purchase
That's right,
without it
gives a little
costing you
Really
anything.
cool swag.
Hey.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And definitely get over here to Big Hops because they've got some cool growlers, they've got T-shirts, and they've got a great selection
That's right.
of beer.
As always, thanks for joining us. Peace out, beer nuts.
Peace out, beer nuts.
Bees.
Shut up and sit down.
But you gotta make love to it.
Gotta hold it.
Oh shit!
That'll work.
You want to throw some rhymes down?